Welcome to the seventh session of Biology Crash Course. In this module, we are going to study about the structure of villi. The digestion is a process by which the complex food is converted or broken down into simple absorbable forms. And digestion is completed in the small intestine. So absorption also should take place. Absorption of the nutrients should also take place in the small intestine. And how does this absorption take place? For this, there are specialized structures called as villi, which is present in the small intestine. So let us study how the villi is modified in its structure so that it can absorb the nutrients. Villi, as we studied in the last module, it is present in the small intestine in the mucosal region. So villi are the microscopic folds of finger-like projections found in the mucosa of human small intestine. And each villus consists of, inside the villus, there is a network of blood capillaries, a network of lymph vessels, and an outer layer of columnar epithelial cells. So the villus consists of blood capillaries. We have studied blood capillaries. They are the blood vessels which are present in the organs and are only a cell thick. Lymph vessels carry lymph. Lymph absorbs the lipids or fat in our food. And an outer layer of columnar epithelial cells. Epithelial cells are the cells which covers the surface of either internal organs or the surface of a body. At the center of each villus, there is a large central lymph vessel called as lacteal. The lymph vessel in the case of villi is called as a lacteal, and as we told, its function is to absorb the lipids in our food. Each epithelial cell, there is a columnar epithelial cell of villi, it has around 2000 to 3000 short protoplasmic bristle-like projections called as microvilli or brush border. So the microvilli along with the villi, it is having the function to absorb the nutrients which has been digested and is present in the small intestine. So this is the structure of a villus. See, these are the columnar epithelial cells. The columnar epithelial cells, and inside there is a network of blood capillaries. This is in blood capillaries, and this green colored tubular structure is the lymph vessel, which is called as lacteal. And on the surface of the columnar cells, we can see the brush border or the microvilli. These are the brush borders or the microvilli. In addition to it, there are certain glandular structures. These glandular structures are called as the crypts. Crypts of Leberkuhn. It's called as crypts of Leberkuhn. It's otherwise called as intestinal glands. So what is crypts of Leberkuhn or intestinal glands? They are found in the lining of the small intestine. Actually, this is the mucosal layer, isn't it? This is the mucosal layer. There's a lining of the small intestine. And they are glandular structure. That means they are glands, and the function of gland of these crypts or intestinal gland is to secrete enzymes which is needed for digestion. Is it clear? So we can see the blood vessels, that is the capillaries, a single lymph vessel called as lacteal, and the columnar epithelial cells with the microvilli, and the crypts of Leberkuhn or the intestinal glands. What is the function of villi? It increases the surface area of the intestinal mucosa. It increases the surface area. Why the surface area has to be increased? So that it can enhance the absorption of nutrients. And the total surface area of the small intestine is about 200 square meters. Just imagine the small intestine, that is the jejunum, ileum and the duodenum. The total surface area is 200 square meters. And how is this possible? Because the presence of villi and the microvilli increases the surface area of absorption. And the food which is digested in the small intestine is absorbed by the walls of the epithelial cells of the villi, and it enters into the blood vessels and the lacteal so that it reaches each and every cell for its metabolic function to be performed. So, dear children, in this module, we learned that villi are present in the inner lining or the mucosal layer of the small intestine. Each villus consists of a network of blood capillaries, a lacteal, and columnar epithelial cells with microvilli. It increases the surface area of absorption, and it is involved in the absorption of the digested nutrients. Thank you.